For lesson 6, let's review what you've learned so far. I want you to do the G, the A7, C, and the D7. I want you to play this the new strumming, and I want to realize, think about numbers in your head. 1, A7 is 2, C is 4, and D7 is 5. And just go 4 beats on each one in the new strumming. It's just a review to how you've been getting along. Alright, well, that was pretty good. Just make sure, I mean, I know you did, but make sure you do not look at your right hand. You did really excellent. Make sure you have all your fingers on it right. Make sure you have it close to the fret. Sounds good. You did a pretty good job. And keep playing it slow until you get it down where it's fast enough. You keep trying to rush yourself, it's not going to sound good. But now, I'm going to help you a little bit with the key. We're going to change it over this week to the key of C. And I want you to play the F chord for me that you learned last week. See how you've been coming along with that.
Wait.
Yeah? Sounds pretty good. Just hit it again. Well, have you been practicing changing from that to the C and back?
Kind of.
Alright, well, I don't think we told you to do that, but let's go ahead and start doing that and get your fingers used to changing from C to F and from F to C. Just go a few beats, like you can go 2 to 4 beats on C and then switch to F, 2 to 4 beats on F, go back to the C. And just keep doing that until you get your fingers used to changing. And you can go ahead and practice that a time or two now.
I'm going to start on F.
I want you to start on C.
You want to do the new strumming or?
Yeah, the new strumming. Whenever you're on F, make sure you do not hit these top 2 strings.
Okay. Alright.
Yeah, that's good. Well, yeah, F is the most difficult chord, so no wonder why you're having trouble with it, but I mean, once you get over it, you'll learn that other chords come easy to you. We're going to learn another chord today, and that is the G7. What I want you, first, put your hands on a G, and here's the main difference between the G and the G7. What you want to do is you want to take your 4th finger off of the 1st string, and you want to place your 1st finger on the 1st fret of the 1st string. And that is your G7 chord. And the way I'm about to show you, in the new strumming and on the bass strumming, I'm going to show you in a little bit, the G and the G7 are played the same way. So the only difference is the 4th finger and the 1st finger. You switch from the 4th to the 1st to do a G7. Now I want you to play that chord for me, see how that works. Just play it a few times and get used to it. Okay, now for this week we're going to do a little bitty exercise. It's going to be from 4 beats on C, and then we're going to switch to the F chord. And then from the F chord, we're going to switch to the new chord, which is G7. And then back to the C. And you're going to do the new strumming on all of these, 4 beats on each of them. I want you to go ahead and try that for me now, right now.
So start on the C.
Yeah, start on a C, and then you go to your F, and then to your G7, and then back to your C.
F.
Yeah, now to F. Whenever you're doing this, make sure you focus on this hand. Is alright.
And it's like this.
Yep.
And that is C.
Yeah, that's good enough. Alright. Well, keep doing that exercise as long as you need to switch. You can also do the exercise from C to F and C to F, C to F, C to F, and back to C. As long as you need to. Just get your fingers used to switching. It'll help you so much. Where you do not lag behind in songs and you can keep up with the faster songs. So you want to get used to switching from C to F. Now, we're going to teach you the bass drum, which is something else for you to practice also. You do not, I wouldn't try to practice all of them together. I would try to do each as a separate one, and then maybe later on as I go in the week, if I see I'm doing really good, I might add a few of them together. But for the first part, don't try to do the bass strumming and then switch back and forth and all this stuff. Get your bass strumming down for each chord, and then take your time and go ahead and switch, and then go on and do the bass strumming. Do not try to fuse them all together. You're going to get overloaded and it's going to be really hard. You're going to do each one separate, and then you can add in as you feel necessary. For the C chord, I want you to take, it starts off like the new strumming, as we call it, but you want to hit the C note on the C chord, which is the 5th string, and then strum the rest. Now, we call it the bass drum, or actually alternate bass drum, because you're alternating the bass. So what you're going to do is you're going to take your 3rd finger, and you usually have it on the 5th string. But I want you to move it up on the 6th string on the 3rd fret, just right above where it used to be. And then hit that, strum down the rest of it. Alright, so now you're going to go from this, on the C, it should be like this. Now what will help you a lot is, it actually sounds a little bit funny, but we always tell you, you need to get your fingers straight. Well, on this, whenever you're doing you're switching up here, you sort of want it bent because you want to mute this string, and you do not hear it whenever you go down. Yeah, so you just can't hear it because it does not sound right. It does not complement the chord whatsoever. See, listen. Yeah, you can totally hear that. But if I play it like this, you can't even tell I'm muting this string. So what you want to do is you want to switch and do this really slow because it's going to take you a while for your finger to get used to it. And whenever you switch up, make sure it's barely touching this string to where it mutes it. And the chord sounds right whenever you play it.
So each time you go up.
Yeah, I want you to practice this and spend as much time as you want to. You can spend a lot of time on this, and just make sure you get it right. And just go ahead and try it a few times.
So I gotta hit that one.
Whenever you first start off, you don't want to hit this 6th string open. So you want to start it with the 5th string, and then you strum the rest, and then you move your finger up, and then you hit the 6th string and down, and then strum. That works with your fingers. Again, you want to put, I know this is really hard, you want to put a little bit more emphasis on looking at these fingers though.
Yeah.
I know it's really hard, especially in the alternate bass drum. You're going to want to look at this hand. It's tough, believe me, I had to go through it too, but you just want to make sure you're hitting the right stuff, but don't spend too much time on the right hand.